Fox News contributor and The Hill media opinion columnist, Joe Concha. Joe, there's a saying, go woke, get broke. There's also this idea that a very small radical minority of people are pushing this whole concept that is really seeming to dictate American culture. Superman or DC didn't seem, or they've learned the lesson the hard way, Joe.
They certainly have. These editions simply are not selling. And I can't wait for the next edition, Will, by the way. That's where Batman tells Catwoman that he's asexual, and she promptly breaks things off. Dick Grayson helps Hunter Biden open an art gallery in Hollywood. That should be very interesting to read about. And Wonder Woman brings Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema to justice for crimes against humanity. I mean, these are going to be page turners, no question about it. But look, of course this thing isn't selling because, to your point, maybe, just maybe, we want to see the good guys fight the bad guys. The escapism is totally taken away. And just like it has been with major award shows, Will, right, like the Oscars, which is like listening to speeches at the Democratic National Convention, the woke mob that's supposed to embrace this stuff is more of an illusion than anything else. They seem powerful on Twitter, like an overwhelming number of people representing true sentiment, but as it turns out, they're anything but, proving once again that Twitter isn't real life, Will.
Yeah, that's a great point, Joe. I mean, the Oscars have plummeted in relevance and ratings, by the way. Who cares?
Yeah.
No one cares anymore. And it's by their own self-destruction. Okay, let's move to this. You're a big football fan. I'm a big football fan. Tom Brady, is he or is he not retiring? There are conflicting reports. Respected ESPN reporters Adam Schefter and Jeff Darlington are suggesting he is retiring. Tom Brady is saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. I laid out earlier some reasons he might not be just yet. 15 million reasons specifically that could come in a little bit later this week. What do you think, Joe? What do you think about this Tom Brady's potential retirement?
Well, from a physical and mental perspective, Will, there's no reason to retire, right? He's arguably coming off his best season, despite being in his mid-40s. The arm strength is definitely there. He's also 2 steps ahead of his opponents mentally. That's there and then some. So from that perspective, I don't see him retiring because he's still at the top of his game. But he's also a doting father, right? And maybe he wants to be, the full-time job to be with them and his family solely before they go off to college. And he has to live with that regret of not being there for them all the time. But either way, if he does retire, think about this. 7-time Super Bowl champion. To put that number into context, the 2 closest quarterbacks to that many Super Bowl victories are guys named Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw, who just have 4, right? So Brady led 2 of the greatest comebacks in Super Bowl history, right? Including that overtime win, which I think you'll appreciate this, Will. I framed this, actually. It's like the Dewey Defeats Truman cover, and it says a bitter end on it. And it shows Tom Brady on his knees while an Atlanta Falcons defensive back returns an interception for a touchdown. They're down 28-3. The Boston Globe goes with what they think will be the headline the next day. Turns out Brady leads them all the way back. They win that game in overtime. And then that's what I think we learned about Tom Brady's career. If he does retire, never count this guy out.
I never saw that. That is
Crazy,
a Dewey
right?
Defeats Truman newspaper. Hey, 7-time Super Bowl champion. I love the context against Montana because that's a lot of guys. I was a big Montana's the greatest of all time, but long ago, Tom Brady put that debate to rest. Long ago. Real quick stat, Joe. 20 times, 20 seasons, a starter. 10 of them in the Super Bowl. Half the time he's playing, he's in the championship game. Stunning.
That's amazing. The other stat, he goes to Tampa Bay, which never wins except for 1 season, and wins in his first season there. Just incredible.
Great to talk to you, Joe.